All right. So this is what I believe God is teaching me. And he's not teaching me like a classroom type setting where he's teaching me something and it's on me to memorize it and put it into practice. He's not teaching me in that way of where he is looking to me to act, right? Like he's like teaching me how to behave better. No. He seems to be teaching me in this way where it's he's so annoying because he's showing me like as I have like outbursts, right? And I have these feelings that I'm taught most of my life to hold in. And I'm taught that there are negative feelings and there are positive feelings. And it's on me to have positive feelings. When I have negative feelings, it's a problem that I have to solve or something. Right? And so the way in which he is teaching me, and I'll tell you what he is teaching me, but the way in which he is teaching me is this repetition is strengthening and confirming I am safe with him in these feelings. Right? I haven't had enough coffee today. Yesterday was one of those days where I was just a fussy gussy the entire day. It was even abnormal for me because I usually, I'm pretty expressive these days, okay? And then God shows me like we're not made to like hold things in, but we're made to actually let things out, but let things out in the presence of God. Right? And then letting things out in the presence of God, you are shown, you are taught. What is taught to you is you are received by me in this place. I receive you in this place. And so yesterday I was just like all throughout the day, just like, more than even usual. Okay. I was going through it. Right. And he didn't it wasn't like this understanding where grace was giving me that day to express that, but tomorrow I need to act better or something. It was like he was bringing me deeper into the reality that I'm received in all versions of me at all times by him, which is very annoying because I was taught that like everybody has a breaking point. Everyone has a threshold. Okay. And he doesn't seem to have a threshold. He's like, I understand you here. Like this isn't a problem that needs to be solved here. I'm taught that feelings are either good or they're bad. And I'm responsible for managing those feelings. And I have to get to the roots of problems and figure out what happened, what the symptoms are, and what my triggers are, and all of this self-management shit. And he is not that way. And what's funny is coming to know that he honors me in these days where I just want nothing to do with him, where I am just throwing a fit, a temper tantrum, but a appropriate one in his eyes. He's like, I get it. He stoops down and says, I'm right here with you. I understand why you are responding this way, even more than you do. Because I'm still coming from that place where I'm like, am I complaining a lot? Like I don't quite know why I'm even reacting this way. I'm like, what has set this off? Why am I having a particularly day where I'm complaining and getting angry and I'm just done? I'm just so done. Why? Why today? And he's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're trying to ask these questions because you were taught to self-parent. You were taught that you were responsible for your feelings. You were taught that there are feelings that are good and there are feelings that are bad. But you will be taught by me, and that will be the repetition that strengthens and confirms that I receive you in every version of you, with every emotion. You can let it out with me. Human beings were not made to hold things in, made to let it out. And you find that in letting it out, the more that you let it out, it's like the Holy Spirit is renewing your mind. He's renewing my mind because it's not like something I can just get in a day. It takes time. And it seems to be this process that I'm in where he knows how many repetitions are going to actually produce like what he wants to produce, and that being a safe place to fall apart with him. Me knowing that at my core, that I think in the long run changes my behavior. Because a lot of what I'm experiencing now is just like, I don't understand. I don't see, I don't get it. I don't understand you. And I'm frustrated and I'm angry about that. And over, he's not trying to tell me how to act. And over, he's not trying to solve any problems. He seems to be just one who is steady and still and very compassionate and understanding. And he's just like, no, this is the space for this. And since I aired out what I aired out yesterday, I don't quite feel the same way today. But I also have this impression, this sense that I can be exactly how I was yesterday. There's this freedom to be as I am right now with him. And this knowing that I'm coming into, where it's this knowing that's getting deeper and deeper, this lesson that is being taught to me, this process of I receive you always. I receive you always. Every part of you I receive always. It's like he doesn't have to honor your behavior because he honors you. He doesn't have to honor what you're doing and what you're not doing. He just, because you're not a robot. You are his child. He honors you. He honors me. And this way of loving, I think, is doing something on the inside of me. It's changing things, right? It is the renewing of my mind. Because in darkness, we're taught to self-manage, right? It's this orphan spirit thing. It's this, I feel separate from my father. And so like I have come to these conclusions that he is not pleased with me unless I act a certain way, right? And coming into knowing the truth, he is allowed days like yesterday, today, and just anything, just to over and over wash me in the truth that is, I honor you and I receive you always because you are mine. I honor you, I receive you always because you are mine. I'm not worried about you. I understand you. And he came at me like that yesterday. I was just like, you're so annoying because you're not like anyone else I ever met. I'm so tired of that shit. I get to be me, right? I get to be me where I'm at. And I'm finding that in being me with where I'm at with him, I'm moving somewhere. Like I'm going somewhere. There's something that you really just can't like see until you were just like shown that you can't do it. And then grace takes you to a new place. It's like if you think that you have to manage yourself, then you think that where you are is because you manage yourself well or something, right? You kept it together. But you actually have to fall apart to find that it's his grace that takes you into new places. It's just something that you have to kind of experience. Like, he receives me. And it's not just a one-time deal that I'm supposed to get, like I'm learning something from a classroom. But it is this continual faithfulness of the Father that shows up and not tries to analyze me or is trying to solve a problem. He's just with me in that, honoring me, honoring my feelings, not judging me. Nobody like that. And I'm finding, and this to me is this increase in knowing, like, one, that I belong to him, right? That I'm received always, but that I can't hold myself back from where we are going. It seems to be when I let things out and I'm thinking that like by not holding them in, I'm going to be held back. He shows me, no, this is actually going to propel you forward because this is now more honest. And in being more honest between us, there is more intimacy. I am building something here. I'm renewing your mind. You belong to me. I receive you always. And grace is going to take you to where I'm going to take you. So you can be as you are right now. So you can be as you are right now with him. I think we try to hide how we really feel and how we really are from him until it becomes too much. And whenever he calls you to himself, it's not to fix the problem. It's that you get to come to know that this is what it's like to be with the Father who receives me always, who honors me in my weakness, who is with me here, understanding and compassionate, like the rock I need today.